All right, welcome to another exciting episode of the Issues on Voice of the People TV, where we bring you the most important and pressing issues shaping our nation today. I am your host, Jerry Apeliohai. Today on the issues, Nigeria's future hangs in the balance as three powerful voices take center stage. Peter Obi's bold move to join the opposition coalition, Igbo groups' fierce resistance to the Ruga project, and JAM's new cut-off marks, all set against the backdrop of the 2027 presidential race. Who will emerge victorious? Join us as we dissect this complex web of power, principle, and ambition that will shape Nigeria's destiny. Tonight, the questions get louder and the stakes get higher. Let's get into the issues. Stay with us. After this short break, we'll dig deeper into these topics and more. Don't go away. Welcome back. Let's dive straight into today's discussion. Peter Obi, the Labour Party's 2023 presidential candidate, has joined an opposition coalition under the African Democratic Congress (ADC) to challenge President Bola Tinubu in the 2027 general elections. Obi, who recently declared his presidential ambition for 2027, said his decision to join the coalition doesn't amount to anti-party activity. Obi explained that the coalition is for the 2027 elections and he still has time to work with the Labour Party in the present. He used an analogy to drive home his point, saying, if I say I'm going to be part of your dinner in the evening, that doesn't mean I should abandon my breakfast and lunch. The Labour Party has been divided on Obi's decision, with one faction asking him to resign from the party within 48 hours, while another faction has backed him. Obi remains committed to working with the coalition to achieve better governance for Nigeria. Today, I'm delighted to be joined by a very interesting esteemed guest here in the studio. We have Dr. Peter Anosike. Dr. Anosike is a philosopher, development economist, and best-selling author. He is also an erudite commentator on economy, finance, politics, and power. Great to have you join us.
Thank you for having me.
Always a pleasure. And joining us virtually is Honorable Jude Emeka Omobowale Idumogu, a former member, Lagos State House of Assembly representing Oshodi, Isolo constituency 2, joining from United States of America. Great to have you join us on the issues. All right, we understand he's not in, okay, and if any of them is in, we also understand that Chris Paul Otaigwe from Sierra Leone is supposed to also join us, while we might also be having Dr. Eric Thomas from Port Harcourt. It's like it's an international, locally packed talking about guests for us on the issues. But let's start out with Dan being in the next place, just like the likes of Wiki and Co have been doing. He says he's a PDP member, but he's showing full support and actively in an APC government.
You know, when people are setting precedents, they will not know that it will come back to hurt them. Remember the Supreme Court judgment on the 27 defected lawmakers in River State.
Yes.
Supreme Court said that their names are not in the APC membership card, which means they are not members of APC.
Okay.
So Peter Obi's name is not in ADC registrar. So, but Peter Obi is for now a member of Labour Party. That's where his name is. But he has sympathy for ADC. Understand me? Sympathy for something, it doesn't mean that you are a member of that thing. Understand me?
What does this say about our politicians? Because it's like you go to where it is. Because what differentiates Peter Obi from every other politician in Nigeria?
Character.
Character, okay. What certain characters differentiate him for the likes of Wiki and Co? Because
you cannot wait. You cannot compare night and darkness.
wow.
Wike is darkness. Understand me?
Okay.
So there's no comparison between Nyesom Wike, and Peter Obi. Understand me? Peter Obi has character. Wike don't. Understand me? So if you want that to compare both of them, one has character, one don't have.
All right, we understand that Dr. Eric Thomas is now with us. He's an obstetrician and a gynecologist, and of course, a political affairs analyst. Great to have you join us on the issues, Dr. Eric. Hello, Dr. Eric. Okay, please unmute your audio so we can get to hear you. Dr. Eric. All right, let's go to...
I'm here, though.
Hello. That is a member of Labour Party. What differentiates him from every other politician? Because he gave an illustration. If I say I'm going to join you to have dinner in Sierra Leone tonight, does not mean that I am not a Nigerian. Does not mean that I will not go back to my breakfast and lunch in Nigeria. What does this say about Peter Obi as a person and as a politician?
For having me again, I must confess, I'm just joining the conversation a bit late, and being here in Sierra Leone is a bit of a task, and sometimes you tend to forget what's happening at home. But I do have an idea, because we started discussing this the last time. So I'll talk a bit generically here. This is about Peter Obi joining a coalition party called ADC, or a coalition, right?
Yes.
Now, I'll just talk generally now. I have said it, and I will forever say it. Peter Obi does not need any external force, party, institution, or individual to get him to where he needs to get to. He is not, I think the guy is forgetting himself. Because for me, he has reduced, he's virtually diminishing the mandate Nigerians gave him. Let it be clear. Nigerians, indeed Nigeria gave Peter Obi a mandate, the mandate that was stolen by Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Peter Obi remains Nigeria's choice, Nigerians' choice. This has nothing to do with any bias or sentiment. It was proven at the polls before the agents of destabilization, of rigging, and all of that destroyed that process. Peter Obi is Nigeria's choice. Peter Obi should know, and if they can get to him through this, it's Peter Obi for Nigeria and for Nigerians. Whoever is talking to him and manipulating his mind is not doing him any good, and not just him, because it goes beyond him, is doing Nigeria and Nigerians evil. I can tell you for free, there is nothing good that will come from this coalition. I don't care who the other dramatic personnel are. They are the usual suspect. Peter Obi is the only pure person there. And there is no way, if he enters this, it's like a trap. It's a trap. And I tell you, it's a trap. Peter Obi does not need anybody else. Don't forget, let us remember how we got here. Even the Labour Party that we are talking about today was nothing. Nothing. No politicians could bring it anywhere. It was only Peter Obi that gave it whatever it is today. Not only that, Peter Obi gave credibility to the election process that was destroyed by Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So it's not about Peter Obi the person.
Okay.
It's about Peter Obi the factor. It's about Peter Obi the agency for a renewed Nigeria.
Okay.
It's about Peter Obi being the pillar. Peter Obi Obi is even more than Abiola. Let's face it.
Wow, that's a high pedestal to
I
take
am
place
telling you now. I'm not exaggerating.
Okay.
Abiola spent money, and yes, we loved him. But Abiola came in at the time, he was military. So it was either him or somebody else.
Okay.
But here, Peter Obi are reawoken a process. Peter Obi lit every process, every political process in Nigeria from the time he entered. Do not forget, I'm rounding up. Do not forget that Peter Obi was former vice presidential candidate to Atiku. Who knew him then? Nobody. Even you know, it was making more sense in that context than his principal Atiku. But guess what? You ask yourself, what suddenly happened in the next in the next election? That is to tell you the divineness, the divinity of that moment.
Okay.
So please, as I round up, let people know, and let Nigerians know, and let Peter Obi himself know that he will be discrediting the mandate Nigerians gave him. And if should he, me, Chris Otagbe, I'm nobody, but I know that I speak sense where it matters.
Okay.
Should Peter Obi capitulate to this coalition? He's done for. Politics in Nigeria is done and gone. Democracy is buried. It's already buried, but it will be his capitulation to this coalition will be the nail that will nail it, the coffin. Thank you.
All right, David Damin, talking about submission coming from Chris Paul Otagbe there from Sierra Leone. But let's go over to Honorable Jude Emeka Omobowale, the former member, Lagos State House of Assembly, representing Oshodi Solo Constituency 2, joining us from the United States. Great to have you join us on the issues. Honorable Jude Emeka Omobowale, please, are you with us? I understand you're still here to join us. Back. Okay, let me go to Dr. Eric Thomas, who is itching to say something. Definitely, I can feel it from his advantage of it to say they want to expel him and so on and so forth. Why still holding on to Labour Party while you're showing support for the coalition? And Dr. Anasike, maybe he's one of his advisors, I say you can be a part of the coalition like Wike is doing for APC, but you're still a card-carrying member of the Labour Party or a card-carrying member of the PDP like Wike is also doing.
You see, what I'm going to say here should be clear to all Nigerians, even the obedient.
Okay.
Politics is a game of number. Now, anybody telling me that we can start alone and win an election and move on and win, we cannot sit down there and tell Obi not to join any coalition. I'm not, or not to succumb if it's to be a vice, or even if it's not to be anything near vice of presidency. They should allow him to be there. They will make changes. Because with the obedience are saying he must be, let us look at it critically. No single individual can defeat this present administration. A party in power, a ruling. Please let us forget it. Allow Obi to do what he's doing. Derek, coming back to your question,
okay,
you can hear how people are sounding. The man is being very tactical. He has to be careful. He doesn't want to hit it on the people who are saying, "Oh, don't even be a vice. You must be a president." You know.
Can hear you. Go ahead, Dr. Eric. Yes, we're still with you.
Yeah. How can you expect a man? What is the offense he committed? Is he doing anti-party? Has he declared? Has he declared in a coalition as a member? Coalition is many parties can come together. That's what coalition means. Many parties can come together and form a coalition. You can still be a member of your core party. It's like when you are starting a business, you are the CEO of a business. Doesn't mean that you cannot have other businesses. People who are shareholders doesn't mean they can't have the shares and run their businesses in the same, but they belong to one organization or the other. The point is, Obi is being careful. That's why he's using that tactics for people like my friend Chris. Chris, please blow it slowly, I beg. Make you not blow too hot. It's not politics is not one way. Let us allow them. They are doing their calculation. It has to involve everything. So Obi is being very careful. We know where his soul is and his spirit, his placenta is. So I cannot go beyond that.
All right, okay. If Peter Obi, for instance, Dr. Noske, made a move from PDP and went to the Labour Party, there was no force, you know. Even the PDP felt they were not going to miss him. But now it looks like he's now the third or even the second force. He's now a major player as far as the election is concerned. In 2027, a lot of Nigerians are interested in whatever moves he makes. And we all know the issues with the Labour Party, for instance. But he still says that I am still part of the Labour Party, but I'm supporting the coalition's move. But if all this is looked into properly, does this dilute his independent outside image that won him support in 2023? Or is it now just another politician playing the same old game?
If Peter Obi want to do it unknown, I would say that Peter Obi is working for Bola Tinubu. Understand me? If Peter Obi want to say, I'll do it unknown, Peter Obi, it means that he wants to divide the votes for Bola Tinubu to win. Understand me? So, he has to be part of that coalition. Understand me? He must be part of the coalition. If you see what is happening in the north as we speak, understand? The north are mobilizing seriously for Atiku. People are defecting from APC sheep culture, which we don't have in the south, because in the south we are far more independent minded. So, and ADC is Operation Rescue Nigeria. So whoever is interested right now, as I said before, Nigeria is a sinking ship. Whoever is interested in rescuing Nigeria must be part of that ADC. Whoever is going solo wants the continuation of Bola Tinubu's administration. So even if Atiku, El-Rufai are devils themselves, Peter Obi should ally with them. Let us rescue this country first. Understand me? Because the Peter Obi going unknown, Peter Obi can never win unknown. And another thing, you can
need to know Tinubu is not even leaving that place. Let's not deceive ourselves. Number two, this coalition, I said it the last time, the only relevance it has where we stand now in Nigeria politically is that it serves to go to increase the level of awareness for the what I call the Peter Obi moment. Right? This is not being fanatical. Let us not just get it twisted. I'm not being fanatical. You are insulting this topic by saying I'm being fanatical. I don't need to be fanatical.
He said he's fanatical, not you.
Okay, sorry. Right. But well, if you say I'm even fanatical, fine. Do you understand? I'm fanatical. Okay. I'm fanatical, not about Peter Obi, but about the moment that the dispensation we are in today. When Peter Obi came out, there was Atiku, there was this person, there was all the usual players. But he floored them all because it was not him carrying the party. Yet, I mean, it was not just him as an individual. It was it was Nigerians carrying Peter Obi. So let's get that right. Somebody talk about politics being a game of numbers. Of course it is. So if the people come out, they are more than your numbers now that you are looking for. That election in 2023 proved that. And Peter Obi till tomorrow remains the man the people want. Number three, we must know this, that any coalition that will work has to respect, understand, appreciate, and then put to action the fact that anything less than presidential being flag bearer for Peter Obi will wreck that coalition. Trust me. Article will be brought out more if he even becomes the vice president. Good that the North, he has working the North with the ethnic sentiment. Fine. But I'm telling you, for that to work, he has to be the vice president. Peter Obi now becomes the president. That's the only way this can work. Oh. This is not about politics that you know. This is no longer the Nigerian politics you know. And I'm telling you, we are looking at a fourth coalition against a man who has the strings to the system, and that's Tinubu, and backed by its foreign backers. So you have two forces working against Nigerian people. The only force that can stand against it is that guy called Peter Obi. That name.
Okay.
Forget what anybody is saying. What I'm saying finally is this. Let us respect the fact. We are not playing normal politics. But they're trying to drag Peter Obi into normal politics, which will not work except certain paradigms are observed. That's what I'm saying. So let it be known that Peter Obi in this coalition, the only way that it makes sense is for him to become the flag bearer. Pure and simple, period.
All right, I want to try again whether Honorable Jude is now with us. I would love to know if he's probably with us and try to ask him one or two questions before we move on. Honorable Jude, please unmute your audio so we can hear you. All right, it seems Honorable Jude is still trying to make his way to be a part of us. But let me go give this to Dr. Eric. Given the deep divisions within the Labour Party, Dr. Eric, is Obi risking political self-sabotage by standing with a fractured base while trying to unite a broader coalition if he's not able to handle the issues at the Labour Party, for instance, with the faction and so on and so forth?
Hello?
Is it not too risky at this time to be on this kind of pedestal going into the 2027 election?
Hello?
Hello, Dr. Eric, are you with us? Or is that Honorable Jude?
Yes. This is Honorable Jude.
Okay, Dr. Eric, just hold that thought. Let me take Honorable Jude. I hope you've been listening and you've been hearing us. So we're talking about Peter Obi saying that he's still with Labour Party, but he's just joined the coalition and there's nothing wrong with what he's doing. But I just want to put this question quickly because things have evolved right now and the politics already hit on the issues. Given the deep divisions within the Labour Party, is Obi risking political self-sabotage by standing with a fractured base while trying to unite a broader coalition? Why do you laugh? Okay.
That is Nigerian politics for you. And, for me, and I'll say that time, the so-called coalition will not hold. Leave this thing. They are just, for me, they are wasting their time. They are wasting their time. Is it with Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu? You are doing that. Time will tell. But it's okay. I always say one thing. Obi or whoever, Atiku, all of the leaders, former and present that we have, they all have the right to express themselves. They have the right to join any political party they want to join. It's a right to aspire. But my brother, let me tell you, mark it. No force can beat Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. As at now, no force can beat him. So, but with Peter Obi, like you said, one leg in ADC, one leg in Labour Party. I don't know what. Let me not say he's confused, because he should take a stand and stand where you want to stand. If you are with Labour, say you are there, and see how you can become a presidential candidate of Labour.
Okay, Honorable Jude, you are saying it's a collective effort. With the way Tinubu has aligned since he became president, does it show that he wants to unite Nigerians collectively? Because we've seen he's talking about his cabinet. There's a lot of allegations or even a clear pronouncement, in the way and manner he has selected people to be his ministers, and the positions he has been giving out. We've seen a lot of people in his cabinet that are not capable, but they retain their positions as ministers. And this is 2 years. It looks like the economy is going down the drain, and people are hungry. I can tell you, today I've had various people beg me for food just to eat, just to eat. It didn't get this bad. I'm talking about people who have a job, but they can't feed themselves.
Even from where we are coming from, he has never been Uhuru in Nigeria since apart from maybe during Obasanjo time, maybe Goodluck Jonathan time. Yeah, yet we were all complaining. And in the whole world, things have really moved higher. Even in where I am, things are expensive. Taxes here and there. That is just what is happening in the world. However, this is not an excuse for Bola Ahmed Tinubu and his team to do well. But sir, I'll tell you, I keep on saying, we are all Nigerians. And the challenge I have seen in all of us, especially in Nigeria today, is that we lack patriotism, sir. We lack it. We don't put our effort in it. And let me tell you, if you like, bring election that I witnessed, that even the president there of his party, Muhammad Buhari, was not even supporting him with all the forces that happened. Yet, you may say it's not free election. It's only you that will tell me which election in Nigeria that have ever been free, that people will come and say it has been free. You understand? But he still emerged. And remember, I can quote Soludo, who always tell us that he was once a kingmaker, and now he has become a king. Okay? Being a king is difficult to remove him. I would advise. I also pray for him, and I wish him well. I hope he can do well, but him alone cannot do it. So all these forces of trying to distract him, which president in this nation, in our nation, that have ever been in power for first term and did not go for the second term, apart from Goodluck Jonathan during this dispensation, who have gone for 6 years, wanted to go for another 4 years to make it 10 years, and of course the forces say no, it's too much.
President, forgetting that 2027 around the corner.
Absolutely, you are right. You are right. What that happened then, especially the non-indigenous, let me not say Igbo, but it was specified. The Igbos in particular in Lagos State, they suffered it. However, I will not say that politics is a game of interest. It's quite unfortunate it happens. Even me, as I speak, I was not happy. But the issue is that we had a president, and the best thing we can do is to support him. But at the same time, I love a situation whereby we can as well criticize the president and also give him alternative. But you know, one thing with Nigeria is that when it's not working for you, like we do respect to the Northerners, when it's not working for them, they want to pull whoever is there that is not from them. And they even deliberately. If you watch what happened during Goodluck Jonathan's time when he was pulled out, you saw what happened. The same thing they are trying to do with Asiwaju. I'm not saying Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu is doing excellently well, but the fact remains right now that I don't see a better candidate. Well, Peter Obi is a brother. He's a brother. He could do well, but his chances is slim. I must tell you, his chances is slim.
That's your concern, but because of time, we will not be able to go back to the next conversation. But I would like Dr. Eric Thomas to react just in a minute, so that I will take Mr. Chris and wrap up. Okay, Dr. Eric is out. Okay, I don't know, Mr. Chris. Definitely, he's going to react in a very, very interesting way. But Mr. Chris, how would you react to this situation? Because he has just made a lot of interesting comments about Peter Obi's chances, and that he knows that Tinubu is not really doing excellently well, but he should be given a chance in 2027. All right, it seems like Mr. Chris is not also ready for us. But let me go back to Dr. Anosike. I know you're itching to say something as well.
Yeah. Mr. Jude Idumong said that the South will not allow the North to deceive them. Understand? I want to say, let the North deceive us. Let the North deceive us. Understand? All Nigeria, all we need in 2027 is a change. Bible says, with what you measured will be measured unto you. In 2014, when Bola Ahmed Tinubu was insulting Goodluck Jonathan, telling him to resign, to understand this. Understand me? We have no portion in Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration. We have no portion. The Igbos has no portion, has no stake in Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration. In the whole of Southeast, we have just one substantial minister, Dave Umahi. All the others are just a junior ministers. Bianco Juku from Enugu. There's Onyagocha from Abia. All the others are junior ministers. Ogunandon has 4 ministers. Understand me? And somebody is telling you, don't allow them to deceive you. Let them deceive us.
All right, very interesting way to look at it. I don't know whether Dr. Eric Thomas is now back with us so that he can give us his final submission so we can wrap it up.
I'm back. Now, can I talk now?
Okay, go ahead.
Can I talk?
Yes, let's just wrap it up in 1 minute.
Yes, 1 minute. First of all, let me quickly reply my brother Jude. Tinubu is not working for Nigeria. Don't get it twisted. Number 1. Number 2, he's the perfect puppet for France and America. There is a public knowledge. So let's leave that as it is. It's not working for Nigeria. Maybe it's working for your kind of Nigeria. I'm sorry. With all due respect. Now, as far as Peter Obi is concerned, it is a no-brainer that it's a movement that Nigerians decided to start. Peter Obi is
all right, Mr. Chris.
We can try to play politics as we like, but it's not the usual politics we are playing. That's all I need to know. Tell you so that this is all Nigerians need to know now. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Chris. Definitely saying this is an unusual kind of politics that Nigerians play. And I don't know, Dr. Eric Thomas, I don't know whether you're back with us, but would have loved to take your final shot on the program. This lovely. Okay, he's not in. All right, I want to thank you very much, Mr. Chris Paulo Taiwe, for being a part of the show. And also big thanks to Dr. Eric Thomas and Honorable Jude, who joined us from the United States of America. Thank you for being a part of the issues. All right, thank you very much, Dr. Anosike, for